Like, yeah, sometimes you're going to have some bugs if you do that, but like, how are you going to be on the frontier? How are you going to get the benefits and the edge that nobody else is unless you are also willing to accept those risks?
I have a whole peptide drawer in my fridge. I call it the girl dinner drawer.
Right. Okay. By touching these, am I going to explode?
No.
Or what is
safe.
this? What do we have here?
So I brought you Retatrutide.
This is all Retatrutide.
This is all Retatrutide.
Tori Pastori rhymes and is the founder of a marketing consultancy called Soup. Last year, she hosted a peptide-themed rave in San Francisco, which I would have attended had I not been preoccupied with my steroid quinceañera. Tori says that she's been taking peptides for about the last year and a half.
I really like hanging out online and seeing what the people in like weird niche communities get up to and what they get excited about. I got engaged and was really wildly overweight. I was really, really sick. I had a lot of things wrong with me. And I went to the doctor, and this was right when all of the Ozempic and everything was first hitting the scene, and everyone was like, this is amazing. And I told my doctor, I was like, I just don't want to hate myself in my wedding pictures. I know I have a lot of weight to lose, like, can we try this? And she said, yeah, no problem. Prescribed it for me. And then I went to the pharmacy to go pick it up. And because my BMI was 34.7 and not 35, the pharmacy told me that my insurance wouldn't cover it and it was going to be $1,000 a month. And I said, that's insane. So I called my friend, and instead of going through the pharmacy and just doing it that way, he'd started contacting like all these labs in China and being like, how do I get this over here? How do I make these things myself? How do I give people access to this? So he started using himself as a lab rat. I trusted him. I was like, you know what, if nobody else, then, you know, at least he's doing it on himself first. First peptide shot. I had side effects that I would say 99% of people do not have, and it was still worth it to me. But for that first probably 2 or 3 months, I barely ate anything. Like, I was throwing up every day. I pooped my pants twice in one weekend in public.
But haven't we all?
But haven't we all? Also, to answer your other question of what other peptides have I taken, I did a round of copper peptides.
Copper? Mm-hmm. Like what the penny's made of?
Yeah. You need that too. It's actually, the copper ones are really crazy. I'll bring you some next time. They're purple. They look like a video game item.
What does that do to you?
It's really good for your hair and for your nails and your skin, and a lot of the girls are taking them now.
But you're not taking that anymore?
No, I did a month of that.
And why'd you stop?
There's such a thing as copper toxicity, and you don't want to do that full time. It's not one that you should just do all the time.
Now, folks, I imagine that the more you hear about peptides and injections, the more wary of them you become.